We have two types of cost. One is direct cost, another one is indirect cost. Contract costing and process costing. These two are the types you have. There are three things you are supposed to learn before we come for contract costing. Process means conversion of raw material into finished goods. Hello everyone, this is your Aditya here, lecturing Vidhyaashram First Aid College, the Temple of Excellence. And now we are in the session 1 of your topic called under cost accounting. We are studying methods of costing. Now, what is methods of costing? Under methods of costing, we have various methods of doing your cost accounting. Today we will discuss about your methods of costing, and in your examination, this topic minimum coverage is 40 marks. Again, I'll repeat, in your examination, what is the actual question paper? It is for 80 marks. Out of 80, 40 marks will cover from this topic. Now, methods of costing, Unit 5 and Session 1. Your agenda will be very simple, your concept as well as format. Now, so today we'll understand the concept and format. We'll not do any problems today. Before we start our problem, we should understand what is methods of costing. In methods of costing, what we are going to learn. First topic will be called as meaning. In this, cost can be simply defined as the money or resources associated with the purchase or business transaction or any other activities. What is a cost? We have two types of cost. One is direct cost, another one is indirect cost. What is direct cost? Any cost which is incurred directly for the production, we call it as direct cost. Like your purchase of raw material comes under direct cost. Your wages paid to the worker comes under direct cost. What about indirect cost? Indirect cost means indirectly which are involved in the case of production. What are those indirect costs? Like the first thing will be like your salary and any general rent, electricity bill, printing and stationery, all comes under your indirect cost. Now, in this, different industries adopt different methods of ascertaining cost. See, whatever we are talking about cost accounting, it is not similar for all. There are certain service sectors are there, for them different type of costing. Manufacturing sectors are there, for them different type of costing. Service sectors like bus, transportation and all, we have separate kind of costing. Jewelry shop, we have separate type. Sugar cane to sugar, we go for process. Like this, we have different methods of costing. In the costing, we have different methods. We will discuss about all the methods of costing in today's session. Now, the products depends on the nature of the production and the type of output. Clear? Yes. Methods of costing will go one by one. What is the first method of costing? The first method of costing, we call it as unit costing. What is the first method? Unit costing. Now, the unit costing, example, cement manufacturing, dairy, mining, etc. Why do we call it as unit costing? Like in the cement or in dairy, like milk packet. There are how many packets are there? Just assume that there are 1000 milk packets are there. How many units? 1000 unit. Cement, how many kilo, how many packets are there? Cement, there are 500 packets are there. Each packet will cost you around 350 or 400. Now, these are called unit costing. We do all the calculation unit wise. Per packet how much, per box how much, per unit how much. This is called unit costing. Now, job costing. What is job costing? First I'll read out example, then it will be easy to understand. Repairs of building, painting, etc. What is the job costing? Like I'll give you certain job. You have to manufacture this many t-shirts. That is job costing. I'll give you certain job, that I'll give you certain units, you have to paint and give me back. That is a job costing. Job costing in the sense, I'll assign you some work. Now, repair of building, I'll give you building, you have to repair and give it back. That is called job. Painting, just assume that I am the manufacturer of car. Now, I manufacture everything, just body painting has to be happen. Now, I have given you job that you have to paint and give it back. Now, this is called your job costing. Hope you are clear. What is unit costing? Example, your cement, dairy, mining. What is the job costing? Example, repair of building, painting, etc. Remember, your 10-mark question, theory question, you will get from this. Now, contract costing. This is very important. This is very important. Why I am telling this is very important? In the sense, in your syllabus, you have only two costing. One is contract costing, another one is process costing. Once again, I'll repeat. You have two types of costing in your syllabus. One is contract costing, another one is process costing. Hope you are clear. What are the two types of costing you have? Contract costing and process costing. These two are the types you have. Now, contract costing means, example, construction of roads and bridges, building, etc. What is contract? I'll give you certain contract. You have to construct a building. That is contract. You have to construct a road for 10 kilometers. That is a contract. Why do we call it as contract? Why can't we call job costing? Means, normally this kind of work, it will go more than 1 year. Like construction of flyover, it takes 2 to 3 years. Construction of MYSURU to Bangalore road, it comes to 2 to 3 years, or it takes more than 3 years. Construction of railway bridges, it takes more than 8 months, more than 1 year. That's why for the long term, we go for contract costing. I'll give you contract, you complete and give me back. Hope you are clear. Yes. After that, we have batch costing, like pharmaceuticals, like your medical things, batch wise, batch 1, batch 2, batch 3. Batch 1, January production, Feb production, or March production. That is called as batch wise. Like biscuit. Now, any biscuits, if you want to sell, packet wise they will sell. Batch 1, batch 2, batch 1, 1000 unit, batch 2, 5000 unit. Those are called as batch costing. But you have to concentrate only two. Which are those? One will be contract, one will be process. I'll come in detail in contract and process while doing individual problems. Now, process costing. You know very well about process costing because already I have explained you in the introduction classes. Like, what is process? Process means conversion of raw material into finished goods. Like, you have cotton with you. From cotton, you will manufacture cotton saree. Now, what are the process you will get? From cotton you will get, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 to 5 process are there. Finally, you will color that. You will make it into saree. Each process we call it as process costing. Now, sugar cane to sugar. Sugar cane you have seen, I think. Now, sugar cane to sugar. What are the process are there? They have to buy sugar cane. They have to crush juice. They have to boil that juice. They have to add some chemicals so that it will come under crystal format. Then they will make it into sugar. Now, in between they will go for jaggery and all. So these are called as process costing. What is the example? Manufacturing cloth. Different process are involved, namely spinning, weaving, and finished product. Here they have given only 3 process, but if you go practically, it will take more than 4 to 5 process. Now, service or operating costing. We're done with this topic also. What is operating? All the transportation sectors, all the hotel sectors, all the tourism sectors, all comes under service and operating. Now, all the public bus, railway, nursing home, all the hospitals, lawyers, everybody comes under service sectors. So they will not calculate like unit, batch, contract or job. They will calculate like teaching also. It is a service. I'll give you 1 hour class, you give me this much amount. That is called service or operating costing. Then we have multiple costing. What is multiple costing? Multiple costing means like if you buy television, TV, you will buy only TV? No. Along with TV, you will buy stabilizer also. If you want to buy for Tata Sky or any cable network, you will go for that. Along with that, you will take TV stand also. Along with that, the wire, the plug, everything you will buy. And I can go for computer. Along with computer, what you will do? You will go for mouse. You will go for keyboard. You will go for speaker. You will go for webcam. All this comes under multiple costing. Hope you are clear. You will not only go for computer. Along with computer, the which are related to computer, you will buy along with that. So even car. Will go for car directly? No. After buying car, you will go for the seat covering. And if you have any extra fitting, you will go for that. Any stickering has to happen, you will go for that. The glasses has to be cooled, tent glasses, you will go for that. All this comes under your multiple costing. Any electronic gadgets, like we'll go for simple example, your mobile phone. Mobile phone, what you will do? Once you bought your mobile phone, you will go for what? You will go for like the back pouch, front screen guard, Gorilla Glass and all. These things comes under your extra multiple costing. Hope you are clear? Yes. Product costing. Product costing method are used to assign cost to the manufactured product. The main costing method available are process costing, job costing and direct costing. All comes under your product costing only. These are the theory things you are supposed to learn. That's why I am not going in depth. I'll go only 2 things. One is contract and process. Individually we'll learn better. Now, job costing is already over. See, under product costing, 2 things we get. One will be job, already we discussed, and one more is process costing. This also already we discussed. Now, first thing, as I told you, in the methods of costing, we have 2 things. One will be process and one will be contract. Only these 2 you are supposed to learn, and remember, this is very important. Contract will come for 15 plus 10 marks, 25. And your process will come for 15 mark. So how much it is? 15 plus 15, 30. 30 plus 10, total it is 40 mark syllabus. How much? 40. Sometimes if you are lucky enough, you will get one more 5 mark theory. It may go up to 45. 40 is minimum and 45 is max to max you may get. Now, so please take screenshot of this marks allocation if you want. Now, so contract costing is a special type of job costing where the unit of cost is a single contract. The contract itself is a cost center and is executed under the customer specification. Contract costing is a variant of job costing system applicable particularly in case of organization doing construction work. It is also known as terminal costing. Each contract, short term or long term, is treated as job. See, normally there are 2 types of contract. Like if it is a short term, just for 1 month, 2 months or 3 months, then we call it as job costing. If the contract is for longer period, then it will be called as contract costing. Normally we go for profit and loss account if it is 1 year. More than 1 year, then it will be contract costing, because At the end of first year, even though the job is not completed, you have to find out what will be your approximate profit. With the help of contract costing, you will find out what will be your approximate profit. Hope you are clear. Yes. So concept. A contractor can find the total cost of the contract cost. Before this definition, I'll go to next one. Again, I'll come back to this. Before I go to this, what is contract, who is contractee, and who is contractor? There are three things you are supposed to learn before we come for contract costing. Now, contract, it is an agreement between contractee and contract. For the price is called contract price. Now, so there are two persons are there. Before that, I'll go for these two, then I'll discuss this. Contractor means the owner. Contractor is a person who takes the responsibility. I'll give you simple example. Now, you have enough money, you have place also, you want to construct a house. Again, I'll repeat, you are well enough, you have money, you have place also, you want to construct a building. So, I am the engineer, just assume that. So, I am the contractor or the worker. You called me and told that I'll give you 50 lakh. How much you will offer me? You will give me 50 lakh. I need to construct a house for you. Clear? There is an agreement between you and me. Who are you? You are the owner. I am the worker. You will give me 50 lakh. In the 50 lakh, I have to construct house. Now, hope you are clear. Yes. Now, whatever agreement happened between us is called as contract. How much you are ready to give me? 50 lakh. That is called as contract price. Two things you learn. What is contract? The agreement between worker and the owner is contract. Whatever you offered me, 50 lakh, that is contract price. Now, in this, who am I and who are you? You are the owner, also called as contractee. What do you call it as? You called as contractee. Who am I? I am called as contractor. Hope you are clear. Worker is called as contractor. Owner is called as contractee. The agreement is called as contract. Amount offered is called as contract price. Hope you are clear. Good. Now, I'll come back to this. Now, a contractor. Who is a contractor? Worker. A contractor can find the total cost of the contract, cost per each element, and total amount of profit available for each contract loss, since all the costs incurred are recovered from the contract. See, being a worker, what should I do? I have to check. I am collecting 50 lakh from you. My cost should be less than 50 lakh. If it is more than 50 lakh, for me it is a loss. Clear? I am working for profit. My cost should be less than 50 lakh. Just assume that my cost is 45 lakh. 50 minus 45, 5 lakh is my profit. Hope you are clear? Yes. Now, it is a special type of job costing. Contract costing is a method of costing which is applied in business with separate contract for each unit. See, as I told you, job and contract almost similar. Job costing we call for short-term contract. Contract costing we call it as long-term contract. Now, so we'll go for the format of your contract account. Simple one. Assume that I'll give you shortcut. All the purchases, all the expenses, all the outstanding comes under debit side. Hope you are clear. All the purchases, all the expenses, all the outstanding will come under debit side. See, material purchased, wages, direct expense, plant, and finally you will get net profit. Simple logic. Debit side what will come? Three things you are supposed to remember. All the purchases, all the expenses, all the outstanding, and one more is opening balance. These four things comes under debit. Under contract costing, you are supposed to remember four things: opening balance, purchases, expenses, outstanding. Write down in your book. In your question, if you find opening balance, purchases, expenses, outstanding, all comes under debit side. What will come under credit side? Now, all the opening balance, no, all the closing balance, see, material at site, closing, material returned to store, plant at site, closing. Along with that, we have work in progress. Under work in progress, we have two things: work certified, work uncertified. Two things: work certified, work uncertified. Hope you are clear. Now, under this we get two things: work certified, work uncertified. What will come under credit side? All the closing balances, all goods returned, work certified, work uncertified. Any damages are there, that will also come under credit side. Hope you are clear. Yes, I'll go back to all these slides. Please take screenshot. So these are the meaning and your methods of costing. Methods of costing, second slide. Contract costing, concept, format. Yes, this is all about your today's session. Hope you understood what is your methods of costing. In the next session, we go with complete concept of contract costing. We'll work out one complete problem so that you will understand better. Thank you.